This is Ecology in 90 seconds, running through everything you covered at GCSE to get you ready for A-level biology. So ecology is the study of how organisms interact with each other and with their environment. In terms of scales, you can think of it like this. So an organism is an individual unit, a population is a group of the same organisms living together, a community is all the populations in that area, the ecosystem is the community plus the abiotic factors, so things like the terrain and the surroundings, and then a biome is an ecosystem on a massive scale. So think of something like a rainforest or a desert. Now ecosystems combine biotic factors, which are living things, and abiotic factors, which are non-living things like light, temperature, water, pH. Changes to the abiotic mean that the biotic is going to have to adapt, or its numbers may start to decline. The energy flows from producers to consumers up the food web, and finally to decomposers. Only about 10% of the energy transfers up each trophic level. And that's why energy transfer pyramids tend to narrow towards the top. Species are interdependent, meaning they rely on each other, be it through predation, mutualism, parasitism, or competition. Now remember, there are two different types of competition. Intraspecific is within a species. So this could be something like two different field mice competing for a mate. And interspecific is between species. So this could be something like two different types of predators, like lions and hyenas, competing for the same food source. Adaptations can be structural, like thick fur, behavioral, if an animal's nocturnal, or functional, like the antifreeze proteins that polar fish have to stop them from freezing. The key cycles keep matter moving. So first we have the carbon cycle, which moves carbon through processes like photosynthesis, respiration, decomposition, and combustion. The water cycle then moves water through processes like evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. And then there's the nitrogen cycle, which is the fixing of nitrogen in our atmosphere, so it could be nitrified and used by plants. Decomposers then return it to the soil before denitrification sends nitrogen gas back to the atmosphere. Now, biodiversity is the variety of plant and animal life in the world or in a particular habitat, and it helps to boost stability. Threats to biodiversity include habitat loss, pollution, and climate change. Conservation is the protection and restoration of biodiversity, and tools for this include protecting areas, reforestation, breeding programs, and promotion of sustainable practices. Now at A-level, you'll extend this to succession, population dynamics, and data skills like diversity indices. But that's all we have for this rapid refresher. Please remember to follow along for more, and bye for now.